Hello to you all. Well, we'd like to discuss why is the tree of life built the way it is. I'm sorry, I'm after a great cold, so you can see my nose, and please God, by next week I should be looking and feeling better. But it's life, c'est la vie. So the tree of life, if we look at it, has got not only the middle line like in the chakras, and the chakras do involve just the middle line, from the crown all the way down to the roots, and that should be enough. And this is a true system, and it really does work. However, it does not represent correctly the human body at all, and even so much more so. Behind the human body lies the emotional, the mental, and the spiritual realm of us as human beings, so much more so representing the higher worlds, because we are created in God's image. This is why the Sphirot, and we're going to discuss what is a Sphira, come long before that, long before the system of the chakras, close to 5,000 years back, and and exemplify and show us exactly what happens in the higher world. So let's start slowly. A person is called the tree of life, or the tree of the field in the Bible, meaning that we are a tree, but an upside down tree, meaning this is where my roots are in my crown chakra, and then going down through my trunk, which is my body, my branches, which are my hands and my legs, the leaves, which are my fingers, and the fruits are either your children or your deeds, your good deeds that you have done in this world. And so the word sphira really means like a prism, meaning white light which shines up there in the crown chakra or in the crown sphira is a light which emits all the forms of light altogether. Whereas black, which is in the root chakra, brown, or whatever color we give there, right? In the Eastern religion, it is red. In Kabbalah, it is usually the brown, exemplifies that color which absorbs all the other colors. In the middle of that, there's a huge spectrum of colors. Each light gives us a different kick, a different sense, a different understanding of how to go about life. So God, in his immeasurable compassion and love to us, knows that we cannot hold and contain infinite energy and infinite light of the infinite consciousness. So he brought it down through different kind of filters so that we can understand, grasp, and fathom that. And this is what we see when we coming to that beautiful inner light prism, which is called the Sphira. So we've got different kind of Sephirot, the plural for Sephira prisms, through which we see life in a different way. Now, this is not only our perspective, but this is the way that the divine wants us to see the world. That having been said, when we go down the spheres, and I'm going to share with you a certain picture that exemplifies how the spherot look like. This is a nice example, right? Let me just put it in front of the camera that you can see, right? So when you look at that, you can see this is the higher worlds on top there. And then we come all the way down from the crown chakra, all the way down to our world. And as we go down, we go and we see that there are three lines, right, left, and center. And there's top, middle, and bottom. Why do we need two extra lines, right and left? Well, first of all, I've got two hands, two legs, two kidneys, two lungs, and many organs which are internal are also doubled. Two eyes, two nostrils, two ears, external and internal. Why is that? And the reason being for that is that we have two different aspects to ourselves. The right side is the masculine side, which shows us everything to do with being proactive, with kindness, with going out, being sensitive to others, going out, being proactive in life, and doing something which takes us out of the comfort zone and out of our own self-centeredness into becoming more giving, more loving. And that is why there's a great rule of the Bible, of the Torah, which says, love your fellow as you love yourself. And it's definitely a masculine side because it is a proactive side. The left side, whether you left or right, does not make a difference there. The left side of ourselves is the side of being recessive. It is the side of limitation, the side where we need to sit with ourselves and nourish our soul and receive. We need food, we need nourishment, we need sleep, we need education. Otherwise, I don't have where to give to you from. So this giving to ourselves is very important. It's putting borderlines to ourselves that people don't abuse our kindness is of great importance. This is exemplified by the left side of the Sephirot, which is the plural for Sephirot, this prism of light that is coming all the way down from the divine. The most important line is the middle line, which is not one-to-one with the chakra system, and that is not some kind of a wave, some kind of understanding that it's mitigation between giving and not giving. It is a new line of complete balance. When I have to decide between two opposite things and I come to a decision, it might be neither or. It might not be going to the right, going to the left. It might be a new way completely that I put through in life. This is why that middle sephira, which exemplifies that middle line, is Tiferet, which means glory, which means it's a glorified path to find the middle, great, wide path in life through which we should walk down that path. Having said that, now we have to understand what are different stories, what are different floors in that system. What I mean by that, let me try and show it to you. You see, there's a top floor which contains the three top ones, which is called the three mothers in the book of creation, which is the crown chakra, the wisdom, and the understanding. And everything about them is containing what happens in our head. And see that 4 out of the 5 senses we have are exclusive only to the head. Only the fifth one, which is touch, we can also touch with our hands, with our bodies, etc. Which means we have a choice. We have a calculation to make. When I want to intake with any one of my senses into my body, I can decide whether I need it or not, whether I want to go down that path or not, especially with addictions, especially with craves, with urges people have. I don't have to go down that path. I can go do something better than that if I wish to do so. And this is of great importance. And then after that comes that section, that cubic section of my body, which is the right part, which is the chesed, the kindness, the left part, which is the limitation, gvura, the strength of character that I need to withstand my inner urges, as well as outer kind of enemies, adversaries. The middle path, which is my heart, which is Tiferet, the glory. The right bottom side, which is facing my love and all the way down my right leg, which is everything to do with eternity and how do I manage and handle everything to do and juggle everything in my life. I'm telling you in short now, we're going to go into this in depth in the real near future. The left bottom side from my spleen down would be Hod, which would be that splendor. And down at the bottom is in the sacrum that's got everything to do with different kind of urges, with different kind of imagination, or self-gratification that we have to control and navigate. Nothing is wrong. It's just to be navigated to a higher realm, which we're going to learn. And the bottom sphere includes Malchut, which is kingdom, which means how do I come to stability? How do I execute all of this? How do I make out of all of this incredible structure the me which I can express to either through my mouth, its speech, which is also considered Malchut, right? Which is the kingdom of the brain of that part, as well as the kingdom of the body, which means my expression of self to others. Excuse me, that all of you can understand. There's a long over an hour video that I put last night, which was last night, Thursday night, which will be December the 29th. And you can watch that in length, but this is for you in short, for you to have encapsulated that beautiful concept that we can carry on, please God, next week. God bless you all, and Shabbat Shalom.